What's up, Axiom? It's Karey here. Hope you guys are all doing well. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and share some thoughts with you guys today. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about knowledge. And without knowledge, you really cannot be successful in life. Knowledge helps to shape our understanding. It helps to shape our personality, our behavior. It allows us to be successful in our careers, in our friendships, in our interactions to other people, in our life choices. And we gain knowledge in different ways, right? You can gain knowledge through just personal experience. You can gain knowledge through more formal education. So there's lots of ways to increase your knowledge about varying subjects. But did you know that knowledge and the ability to learn is actually a spiritual gift that's given to us by God? And God has given us all of the tools that we need to increase our knowledge of Him. In 2 Peter, Peter writes to the Christians of the time, and the key concept of the letter of 2 Peter is knowledge. In 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 3 and 4, he says, "His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness. Through these, He has given us the very great and precious promises, so that through them you may participate in the divine nature." So Peter is talking about how to live a godly life, and that comes from having knowledge of God and knowing His promises that He has given to us. And once we have that knowledge and we understand His promises and ways, then we can participate in the divine. How cool is that? So both of the terms that are used here are active terms. So if you're actively pursuing knowledge, you can have a deeper understanding of God. And with that understanding, you can actively participate in a godly life. So our spiritual walk all begins with faith in God, right? But our salvation is not the end. It's the beginning of our spiritual life. And walking involves progress. And as Christians, we're supposed to be advancing our spiritual lives. And we can't grow or advance without having knowledge of God and His promises. So how do we do that? Peter goes on in this letter of 2 Peter and gives us some how-tos of spiritual growth. In verse 5, if you are to keep reading, he has this little transition phrase. He says that, "and for this reason," meaning because we have knowledge of God and we understand His ways, it should be our desire to move to the next steps, to want to grow as Christians. So with faith being the starting point for any Christian, what comes next? And Peter tells us in verses 5 through 8. So in 2 Peter chapter 1, verses 5 through 8, he says, "For this very reason, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, and to goodness knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, and to self-control perseverance, and to perseverance godliness, and to godliness mutual affection, and to mutual affection love. For if you possess these qualities in increasing measure, they will keep you from being ineffective and unproductive in your knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ." So we could spend a whole lot of time talking about each one of those virtues, but we'll keep that for another time. The bottom line here is that these are the building blocks of spiritual growth. It all starts with faith. But maybe it's time for you to take the next step in your spiritual walk. Start increasing your knowledge of God so that you can actively participate in the divine. Hopefully that gives you guys something to think about. If you're interested in talking about this further with me, send me a direct message. I'd love to talk to you more. But if not, hopefully it just gave you some food for thought. Have a good day, you guys. I hope to see you in person really, really soon. Take care.